You know, every night before we leave my office, Roger and I and Alan, I've done it for years. We sit down and we go over the bullpen and say, okay, this guy gets, we say this guy gets hit with a line drive first pitch, where are we going? And the answer yesterday, as we got on the plane, was Yanoa. He had thrown 100 pitches last time out, so, you know, it's one thing to be available to pitch long. It's another thing to be effective enough to pitch long, which he was.
Well, it seems like the last week or so you guys have had a lot of different guys step up. Tyler Wilson, Asher, you know, I mean, is that going to speak to the depth? And
I hope
these
so.
guys just taking the opportunity and
I
running
hope
with it?
so. You know, we talked to them in the spring. It's great to be able to tell them things in the spring that come to pass, and you know, it's guys know they're going to get an opportunity, and you know they're ready to take advantage of it. It's been big for us so far.
What's the injury? Was it? Sorry. Was the second one just the one that did it because they?
No, I got to tell you, I should have taken him out after the first one. I regret that, but I told the trainer afterwards. But you know, he threw the ball well, warming up again, and you know, just didn't like the risk reward there.
Is it considered a day-to-day, or is
well,
it?
The X-ray here was negative, but we didn't take an X-ray of his buttocks. Now it's funny. I was going out there, and the second time he goes, "Buck, I'm all right." It hit me in the. Can I say ass? Hit me in the ass. I've seen your rear, and that's what I'm worried about. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Buck, was Zach unavailable tonight?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Any recurrence of the problem he had, or just unavailable from how much he's pitched?
Yes, some recurrence of what he had.
So what's the next step with Zach?
There's some talk about what the next step to take with him. He woke up this morning, felt some discomfort this morning, or I guess during the, we call it the night when you're going to bed at 4. And came in today. It got a little better as the day went on, but you know, we're trying to decide what our next step is.
Do you anticipate, since Yanoa pitched length, that you're going to, and the issue with Zach, that you're going to have to make a move for tomorrow?
Yes. You know, I just think that, you know, it's like that conversation I had to have with Tyler Wilson today. Hey, nice going. I said, you know what your reward for that was? He says, a plane ride. I said, but, you know, I was talking to Dan on the bat phone between innings up to where he sits for the game, and you know, we were talking about some things before the game and after the game and during the game. We haven't talked after the game yet, so we got some things in place in the movement.
How much different is it for those guys to be sent down on a high rather than because of poor performance?
Yeah, you know, we know when they're going to start, and it's like Asher, and it's like Tyler, and probably like Yanoa, and you know, we have to keep the pieces healthy and keep being able to present. You know, you never know what's going to happen. Somebody may think someone's really pitching well, and all of a sudden something happens, and you know, you better be ready to cover it every night, because when you say, oh, okay, we'll try to skirt through the night, it seems to always bite you. And then you pay the price for a long time, very much like what happened with Boston. You know, a lot of this has been some of that.
Mike said yesterday that he spent every day down in Norfolk working on a slider with Mike Griffin before games bullpens. Did you see the difference between now and spring?
You know, when he comes in like that, I don't agree with the rule that the guy should warm up on the field. I've been a stickler for that. They should be able to warm up down in the bullpen. It's the only time that the other team gets to see a guy warm up from start to finish. And it's a competitive disadvantage for pitchers. And also with young pitchers especially, they feel rushed. I don't care how much you tell them to take your time. You got everybody standing there waiting for you to get ready. And I thought we ran into a little bit with Blyer over in Boston. I don't think he was quite ready. And so I was hoping that he could get that first out and get it under his belt where he could. I'm not sure if Roger took him up, but it's just a bad rule. I know that they say it because you got to have action on the field. But most people are either going to the bathroom or going to get something to drink. It's not exactly entertainment to watching the guy warm up, I don't think. I'd have to. Remember years ago, they used to have the rubber and the mound and the plate in front of the dugouts? Are y'all too young for that? Used to warm up right there. Remember, I know at Bobby Maduro over in Miami, they used to do it there.
Back to Zach for 1 second. Will there be, do you have any tests or anything scheduled? To
He took an
compare
MRI
with?
tonight at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
I know that was set up. And then how we proceed probably be derived from those findings. Just compare it with the one he just took.
It's the same.
Same,
thing,
yeah, forearm strain. I think. Yeah, that's what I was told. I talked with Zach today and Dr. Jacobs and Richie and Roger and just trying to gather all the information, decide which direction to go.
Tillman's still on track for Sunday?
Sunday he'll start. Went well on his work day today. Keep in mind that we can't bring a guy back unless he's been down there 10 days or there's a DL. So if you need 2, you're going to have some challenges.
We didn't ask, was it his
Pardon?
Was it his hamstring?
Said it was cramp.
Cramp?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't possibly be a DL?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, RJ called us during the game about holding somebody out. That's a good AAA manager. They must have known. I know Dan had already called down there, I think. We good?